Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Zulaikha Binti Muhammad Zamri and my matric number is 119663. I will be explaining about the homepage of our website, which is also can be known as the website's main page. First of all, for the head, I put the title tag as Nasi Arab Nenda website and close the title tag. Next, as you can see in the header section, there is a navigation bar at the top of the website that is provided with HTML links that are linked to one page and another. For HTML coding in header, I use the nav class and put the div with container class and also put the image file of our website icon. Next, by using an ordered list, I put the list of nav item that contains the link using href for all pages, which is home, about, menu, gallery, and contact. For CSS style in header, specifically for top navigation bar, I set the position to relative and z-index to 10 pixels. Next, we use the orange background color and white color for the text and also put hover in it. Moreover, when I minimize the website, the top navigation bar will be automatically changed to a drop-down menu. Now we move to the next section, which is the slides. These slides will automatically change it from one slide to another slides. We have 3 slides here. We also can click the right or left arrow besides the slides to control it. Before look at their coding, I put the different image source and different text for each slides to make it more interesting. That's why we can see the text and images in these slides is different. I start the slides HTML with div ID named slides and class cover slides. Inside it, I open the unordered list class slides container and put the list class with text left. That's why the text in these slides are at the left side. And this is the CSS style for the slides. Next, if you can see at the bottom of these slides, there is a reservation button. When I hover at it, the background container will change to the gray color. However, I not linked this button to other page as I just can hover at it. And this is the HTML coding for the reservation button and the CSS style for the reservation button. Next, when I scroll down in this homepage, it's showing us all the website content, same as the pages that provided in the navigation bar. We can either to click the navigation bar of About, Menu, Gallery, and Contact and go to the pages, or we can just look the content from this homepage. Hence, this will give you the overall information about our website. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Qistina Aida Binti Muhammad Sanusi, matric number 1191664. Before I start right intro this about page, I'm going to share with you our little story. We create our Nasi Arab recipe from generation to generation. We serve delicious Arabic rice that is freshly prepared. Experience the taste and tradition of Nenda cuisine, which have been enhanced with specific aromatic spices. We are serving a various set of Nasi Arab, such as like chews, dishes, and also dessert. We also provide 2 types of dishes, which is chicken and lamb. A simple dining menu will make your meal a great experience. Therefore, Nasi Arab Nenda is the best choice for those looking for excellent quality and taste with a reasonable price. So, we go to coding HTML for this page. Firstly, we use H1 for welcome to Nasi Arab Nenda, H4 for our little story, and 1 paragraph. Next, for CSS, we use inner column for H1 span, which is with the color #D65106. For inner column H4, we put font size, which is 26 px, and font weight, which is 500. For inner column paragraph, we use font size, which is 23 px, and color #222222. Next, for about section box, we use padding, which is 70 px, background #FFFFFF, and we put here link that the box comes from, and then we put background size, which is cover. Then for about section box, we put box shadow, which is 20 px, and #D65106. And inner column, we put text align, which is left. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nurul Binti safiee, matric number 1192727.
Next will be the menu button. The menu button in HTML we use as a class, and the CSS for the menu button, the background color is orange, and the border radius is 4 ps, while the font size is 16 ps, the padding 10 ps and 2 ps, and the text transform is uppercase. When you click the button menu, they will went to the menu page, and at the main page of the menu page is a special menu. You can see the special menu. The special menu we use as the HTML in H1, and the CSS, the font size we use 55 ps, the color code is white, font family Trantatelo and Fantasy, the padding 0 ps, and the font weight is 500. In menu, we have 3 different meals, which is drink, dishes, and dessert. 9 different menu in 3 categories. I will explain about the drinks that we have served. The first one is Lebanese rose cream. The HTML for this water, we use H4 as the name, and the description as a P, and the price we use as H5, which is, and the style CSS we use the font size 18 ps, the font weight is 600, and the color is white. The second one is Arabian Night Water. We use H4 as a name of the water, and the description as the P, and the H5 as a price. And the style CSS that we have used for the water is, the color is white, the font size is 13 ps, the border bottom 1 ps, the margin 0 ps, the padding bottom 15 ps, the margin top 0 ps, and the margin bottom is 15 ps. The last one for the water, we have Koshaf. Koshaf water we use as the H4 for the name, the description as a P, and the H5 for the price. And the CSS for this water is, the color is white, the font size is 16 px, the font weight 500, and the font family Ruby Sans Serif.
My name is Nurul Binti safiee, matric number 1192728.
I use the nav link and active show for the class. In style.css, I use orange color for the background, font size 18 px in the inner menu of the box, and white color for the font when the dishes button is clicked. I use image float for the class in the image. When I put the mouse on the image, the type of menu will come out. Okay, I use H4 for mandi chicken rice, and
P for 1 whole chicken marinade with zafferan, and H5 for RM55.79. In CSS, I use white for the font color and the font size is 13px. For border bottom, I use black color and the margin is 0px, padding bottom 15px, margin top 0px, and margin bottom 15px. The same thing will happen when you put the mouse on the image. You will see the type of the menu. For the mandi lamb rice, I use H4. For the lamb marinade with like zafferan, I use P, and I use H5 for RM70.79. For the style in CSS, I use white color for the font and size 16px. For the font width, I use 500 and the font family Rubik Sans Serif. Okay, next, you will see the mandi lamb shank rice. Mandi lamb shank rice is the most popular that wanted from the customer. I use H4 for mandi lamb shank rice and P for lamb shank with the nice texture of the meat, and H5 for RM45.79. For the style in CSS, I use white color for the font and 16px for the size, and font width 500 and font family Rubik Sans Serif. When you didn't click yet the dessert button, you will see the black for the font color, and when you click the dessert button, you will see the white for the font color. In the dessert button, you use Navlink and Active Show for the class. Element style in CSS, you will see the orange color for the background and the font size is 18px. On this side, you will see 3 types of dessert from Arab. The first one is hummus. Hummus is a crispy deep food that hails from the Middle East. For the hummus word, I use H4, and creamy deep food that hails from the Middle East, I use P, and H5 for RM25.79. Element style in CSS, I use white color for the font and the size is 16px. The font width is 500 and the font family is Rubik Sans Serif. The second one is you will see shawarma. Shawarma is the Levantine Arab dish consisting of meat cut into thin slices. I use H4 for shawarma and P for Levantine Arab dish consisting of meat cut into the thin slice, and H5 for RM6.79. For the element style in CSS, I use white color for the font and 13px for the size. The border bottom is 1px and black color. The margin is 0px. The padding bottom is 15px, the margin top is 0px, and the margin bottom is 15px. The last one, you will see rice pudding. Rice pudding is a rice mixed with water or milk and other ingredients such as cinnamon, vanilla, and raisins. For the rice pudding, I use H4, and for rice mixed with water or milk and other ingredients such as cinnamon, vanilla, and raisin, I use for P, and H5 for RM24.79. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Raihanah Binti bench number 1191656. So I'm going to explain about my part, which is gallery page. So as you can see in this page, we also put a menu at the top of page, which is we use LI class. So for the title gallery, we use H1, which is the biggest heading. So as you can see, the small gallery, we also use heading, which is H2. Okay, next, for all this image, we use division class, and each one of the image, we put the sources of the image, which is the name of the folder and the name of the image. Okay, for the footer part, we use footer class, And as you can see, there are the word of subscribe, which is the word of subscribe. We use heading, which is H3. And as you can see, there you also can put email address, and they also have button subscribe. For the button subscribe, we use button type. And then for the contact information and opening hours, we also use heading, which is H3. Okay, for the media social button, we use UL class, which is we name as list inline app social. So as you can see, they are the same name of class with a different media social. And lastly, at the bottom of the page, you can see a image of paper plane, which is when you press the button, you can back to the top.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Siti Affikah Binti Wahab. My metric number is 1191655. Okay, moving on, we go to the contact page. Okay, first of all, in the title, in the head, we put a Nasi Arab Nenda website. And for the header, we have a decision in which I put contact. I name it as a contact and using in H1. Okay. For the body, we have decision 2, and in decision we only have a 2 text, which is for the contact us, we put in the H2, and please insert your details below. We put them in a paragraph. For this form, as you can see, for fill enter your name. Okay, we put in input text, and for delivery types also, and a please select person, we using a select box. And for the your message, we put them in a text area. Okay, for this area contact, we have a different they have a different name of the division class, but have a same arrangement, which is having icon and text. Okay, for the icon, I put in text with a perspective, their class name. Okay, for the location, email and phone, I put them in a H4. While for the next one, I put them in a paragraph. For the footer, for the subscribe, contact information, opening hours, I using them in H3. Okay, email, we put them in the form class, and for the subscribe box, we put in button tags. Okay, for the Facebook, Google, Twitter, and Instagram, and so on, we put them in the list in line. Okay, for the contacts in this contact information and opening hours, we just put them in a paragraph. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.